The tier list! You've been wanting it. Well, I haven't seen any comments, but I know people want it, and they got mad at my old video for, like, basing the survivors on how good they are against, like, going against the killer. And they were like, no, you should base it off how much they help the team. Well, then what about survivalists? That's going to be unfair for them. Basically, the entire point of the game is running away from the killer. If I can't base it on that, I can't base it really... I guess it's like I can't base it at what they're good at, because then they're gonna be like an S tier, because that's what they're for. That's what the character's made for. I just like don't really understand why people were complaining about that tier list. Yes, maybe I could have done it a different way. Yes, maybe I don't know, could have thought about it more. Yes, maybe I could have done better editing, which is what I'll try for this one. But you know what? Now we're here. And for the killers, it's much easier. Kill the survivors. If you don't know what the killer does, he kills the survivors. Is that a surprise for you? Oh, really? Shut up! Anyway, yeah. Today we're ranking the killers based on how good they kill the survivors. If you have a complaint, put it in the comment section and I'll delete it. And no, wait, I'll take a screenshot of it, make a short about it, then delete it. Because I hate you. Or I'll give you the pit of shame, which is worse. And starting with my boy, Slasher, Kiki Mama. Okay, I'll place him in B tier, like just so like I can get my hands off him, so I'm not like hurting my hands, because I'm a little tired. Let's talk about all their abilities. So basically, how I'll rank these is basically, I forgot Noli. No. Okay, we're back. We got Noli. Okay, I literally just noticed because I made this tier list. Okay. Slasher. Let's just go over his abilities. Obviously, the best ability for every killer is his M1. I mean, that's self-explanatory. It's a very fast M1 actually. It's pretty fast. I wouldn't say it's the fast. I think Cool Kid has the fastest, but I don't. But Slash has a pretty fast one too. Next up is Behead, which inflicts helpless on the survivors, which is, if you don't know, absolute insanity. I mean, it's helpless on the survivors. I think that is like a really good ability. It does give you slowness too, for like 2 milliseconds or something. But like, I don't know. I think it does it to that them too. At least they have like helpless for like 10 seconds. It's like really good. Gashing Wound is good for people for doing generators, people like guests missing their attack. Actually, not only guests, probably like Shiletsky's who missed their sword, or them using chicken, or 2 times missing their backstab, or front stab, whatever. It's a very good ability, Gashing Wound as well. It does insane damage. And Raging Pace is the weirdest one. It does more damage and gives you a dash, and they buffed it so it wouldn't like, how you say it, it would go like, so when you're in the middle of chase, you use it, and there's like end lag, and now there's not end lag, so you can just use it in the middle of the chase and you'll be fine. I mean, it still slows you down. It's like, I think it's faster than walking, but it's slower than running. So it's like in the middle. I actually think that Slasher's a really good killer, though. I think he's not an S tier. He's somewhere in A tier or B tier. I don't know where to put him though. I'll put him in B tier for now, because he has no range attacks, but that's honestly for the better. If he did have range attacks, he would be broken, and we would just see that chainsaw always hit the freaking button every single round, bro. That would suck. Next up is Cool Kid, which used to be, honestly, oh my god, an S tier for me. I don't know why. I feel like he's now an A tier. His, okay, let's talk about his attacks. He has the fastest M1, which is really good. He has he has Corrupt Nature, which is a ranged ability, and I think it's one of the only ones where you can, like, throw it, like, anywhere on the, like, anywhere, like, on your screen instead of, like, straight, or, you know, like, up, or whatever. So I think is like that and it inflicts slows and highlights them, and you can hit multiple, so that's really good. He has what's it called? Walk speed override. That's the one. I think it got nerfed and buffed at the same time. I think it's faster, but it's more like time to react, so it doesn't really matter if it's faster. I don't know. It's more of a punishing ability now than an ability that you just would use. Cause like I feel like it was more unpredictable when you could just like use it anytime and there was like basically no end round. So and his minions, they do good damage and burning, but they're quite slow. You can kill them pretty easily, and honestly, I feel like Cool Kid can't go into S tier if he doesn't have an ability to actually like highlight survivors, and instead uses an ability that is so slow that it'll take at least like maybe like 10 seconds, which doesn't seem like a lot of time, but for a Forsaken round, that is like quite a, or maybe even 15 seconds, which is even worse. So I think he is gonna be an A tier. I don't believe that he's an S tier or especially a God tier killer. I feel like I just can't under my conscience agree that Cool Kid can go into God tier. He is good though. Honestly, every killer here is good in their own ways. I'm just ranking them based on how I would use them, and I don't really like. I like Cool Kid. Like, he's fun, but still, I'm not like the biggest fan of him. So, John Doe. I don't know. I like John Doe. He's fun to use, but is he that effective? Yes. What did you think I'd say? Of course he's effective. For $1,000 killer, he's insanity to use. Corrupt energy does a lot of damage. It can trap survivors. And you can walk on top of them, but they still inflict like corruption on you, which is so good. Digital footprint, I think, has like almost like no cooldown now because of the Christmas update. I don't remember, but like it's insane. And it was so like so freaking. His 404 air lets him see every single survivor without like basically no like it doesn't affect him in a bad way, like 1x with his unstable eye, or I don't know, like Noli needing to like teleport somewhere, or Nosferatu needing to, actually that's kind of a buff for him, but like this guy just doesn't have any like problems, or like Slasher, who needs to use his stupid raging pace to see like one survivor. I just think John Doe is just the best killer for now. It's kind of funny how I see them like ranking up. Like it's like Slasher is Free Killer, then it's Cool Kid, then it's John Doe. Anyway, we're moving up to 1x. Oh, also before I move to 1x, John Doe has an insane passive that will help him in the long run. That does insane damage. You might not think of it. 10 damage might not seem like a lot, but you hit that trail a lot because it's long. So I think John Doe will stay in S tier. 1x, I'm placing him in B tier for now. So I can like think about it. 1x is really good, but like at the same time, I don't think it's necessarily an amazing killer. He's super easy to dodge, in my opinion. His slash is the slowest. He's the slowest killer in general. I think him or John Doe have the slowest M1. But the thing about John Doe is that he has a pretty big hitbox. So I don't know. Actually Noli should have been next. It's fine. I'll just rank it like this, based on who the newest one is. Actually, Cool Kid, whatever. Anyway, shut up. 1x is, he's like, I don't know. He's not my favorite killer to use. Actually, I like to use him, but it's because it's pretty easy to use. His M1 is the slowest. His mass infection is very punishable. Like, Guess can punish it. Chance is an he is literally the counter to 1x. Not Shivletsky, it's 1x, or Chance. Chance absolutely demolishes 1x. Mass Infection, Entanglement, Unstable Eye. Chance just gets it. Long range, and it's a long stun. So, like, with Guest, and like Shivletsky, it's risky, or 2-time. But Chance, you can be in the safety of, like, 20 studs, and you're gonna be fine, probably. Or at least you won't, if you get hit, you won't hit a ton of damage, because, like, you're not close to him, unlike Guest and 2-time and Shivletsky. But the thing about, it's like, the thing about him is that he's super based on, like, luck. It's like predictions, like, everywhere. Like, unless it's a new player, which most likely you're not gonna win, because, like, if it's a new player, they're of course gonna keep going, like, straight forward without trying to dodge, because they don't know what's gonna happen to them. But if it's a new guy, he's just gonna, or if it's a experienced player, they're gonna walk forward and then go back, and then maybe they'll do something else. What I do is that I run forward, then go back, and then go back, and then go, and then, yeah, I stay there. I, like, tilt my camera back, and then, like, I go again. It's like I'll do it with my mouse, or the 1x. Like, I'll go, like, let's say 1x here, I'm here. I go here, here, here. And then, like, I go like this, and then they, like, shoot it somewhere else in, like, the entire, like, map. He's just very easy to counter, in my opinion. He's, like, super based on predictions. I don't think he actually deserves S. He's easy to use, and he does do insane damage. Entanglement plus Mass Infection, basically one shot. It's like, and then, like, I think it's 2 M1s, 1 Entanglement, and 1 Mass Infection up close, and then that one shot's a Survivor. Because I know I literally just played a round of Forsaken. I used 1x. I used Entanglement. I like, hit a Shivletsky. I used Entanglement on him. I went close to him, did Mass Infection, and he was at 1%. So that's, yeah, 2 M1s, 1 Entanglement, 1 Mass Infection close. I think he's B tier. Maybe A tier. I think he's better than Slasher, because at least he can see people, like everybody. But he gets blindness, but he does get speed too. Well, Slasher, he just gets some, like, I feel like 1x just kind of goes over Slasher. I don't think Slasher is bad, but I don't think he's better than 1x. Noli, which should have been before 1x. Noli's insane, actually. He's Cool Kid on crack, so he's already better than, he's the Cool Kid who can teleport. I think Noli's S tier. Like, think about it. His M1 got absolutely neutered, though. That thing is so bad now. You hit stuff back, like, the hitbox is so, like, up front that you can barely hit anything in the front. It's, like, it's super, I don't know. I don't think it's bad. I don't know. I just don't really like his new M1. But I still think it's, like, you can still do some good stuff with it. I feel like he's a very good player in terms of, like, how you use it. His Nova, you can hit it, and it does, like, when it explodes, it does, like, splash damage, which is insane. Cool Kid, like, you can't curve Walk Speed Override. If you're hitting Walk Speed Override, you're going to go in that direction for a while, unless you hit a wall. For Noli, you can just stop it if you miss it. So you're still gonna be right next to him, like, being like, oh, hi there, oh, I didn't hit you? Oh, well, I guess I'm stopping now. And he can curve, barely, but he can still, actually not barely, you can curve, like, 90 degrees if you want to. It is really good. I think Noli's actually, and he can teleport, and he can do hallucination. He's really good. I don't think anybody can argue that, like, he's, like, bad. He's an insane player. Now, Guess 666 and Nosferatu. If you notice, I just turned off the music because these guys are kind of important. Now, I delayed this tier list so much because of this little asshole. But he's at the end, so we're not going to talk about him for now. For now, let's talk about Guest 666. I do have experience with both of them. Not a lot, but enough to rank them, I think. I think Guest 666 is not my favorite. Now, we're not doing it based on how much I like them, but we're doing it based on how good they are. So I'm just going to put him here for now. The thing about the thing about Sixer is that he's very, very, in my opinion, close to Cool Kid and Noli. I feel like they're getting a little bit too attached to the dash and the ranged move that you can point anywhere. The thing about Sixer, though, is that, like, he can, like, go up in the air, which is actually pretty good, but it's quite predictable. I feel like they need I know Sixer is, like, really good, but I feel like they need to do it so, like, the survivors don't see where the red line goes, but Sixer does. Because, like, I feel like I guess it doesn't make sense, because, like, he's going to go straight where he's pointing, because he can't curve it, but I don't know. I feel like it would, like, help Sixer more a little bit. His, whatever it's called, the yelling move. I'm absolutely, like, no, I remember one's called, like, Demonic Rush. The other one's called, like, Howl something. I don't know. It inflicts blindness and no damage, which is kind of useless, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, why would, I don't know. I feel like they could have made it do, like, really, like, low damage. Like Noli's Void Star. It doesn't do much damage, but it still, like, it's, like, it helps. But, like, for Guest or Sixer, it's just, it doesn't, like, do much. I mean, like, it's pretty easy to see in blindness. I mean, if it was Noli, then yes, it would be helpful, because Noli is the same size as you. Sixer takes up half your screen. So as soon as you see something like black and red, or whatever the skin they're using, you're going to see him, and you're pretty easily going to dodge him. I guess it would be good if you're running in a straight line. Like, if you run in a straight line, then the keyboard just, like you have to, W makes you go backwards, so it'll make you run right into Sixer. Actually, that's pretty good. Bleeding, his, what's it called? His blood rush is insane, actually. It does make, the howl thing do damage, like 10. I don't know. It's not, like, it's pretty good, I would say. It does help him, but also, like, it's as much as you have to, like, think about it. Yes, it makes everything so scary for the survivors, but also you can barely see anything as Guest. And since he's so big, it's kind of a debuff for him. Yes, his hitbox is insanely big, but, like, you can't see if a Guest is blocking. You have to predict that he is blocking, unless you look, like, literally up, which isn't my favorite camera angle, if I'm gonna be honest. He's, like, too big. Like, you can't see much. He's like the 5 Shadletskis on top of each other. I think he's B tier. In my opinion, I think he's better than Slasher. I think he's worse than 1X. I'm sorry. I don't like Sixer as much. Now, this little asshole. I'm gonna be straight up honest. I did not know there would be a new killer in the Masquerade update. I am so pissed at him for making me delay this tier list so much. And now that the Christmas event is here, I'm guessing there's going to be a new killer, so I'm trying to do this fast. I might do a short about how I rank this other killer, but I don't know. Nosferatu is not my favorite. He's another trapper, like John Doe, I would say, but I mean, not really. I feel like he has one trapping ability, and all the other abilities are completely different. Like, I would say actually, his blood hook is really good, and you normally win. I would say I wouldn't use it very far away, because then I think the survivors have the upper hand. I would use it when they're closer to you, because then you don't even have to do it, and then you win instantly. It's just free damage. Thing about it is that it's weird. You really have to hit them like with the hook. You can't. The chain doesn't do damage. Like when you can't bring them back. It's like Cool Kid's Corrupt Nature, but you can bring the survivors back to you. His blood drip puddle thingies. I forgot. I don't know. I don't know the names of these. I have to like. I know all the old killers, but I don't know this one. I think his like puddle thingies are like they're good, but I wouldn't say they do a ton of damage, and they're quite easy to dodge, especially if you're on something like the Haunted Mansion. Like it's pretty open, or like something like Planet Voss. Like it's really open. And if you're walking in a straight line, I would not recommend using it. Because, like, if you just do that, you just made the survivor do free distance on you right now. And they can just dodge it easily. Because it's like... And it does only, like, 10 damage. It does inflict slowness, though. So, I guess it is pretty good ability. His M1... his M1's good. But... His, what do you call it? The bat thing? You know, where you, like... throws a bat at you. It's not amazing, but I feel like it's probably one of his better abilities. I would say that he does do better in that than he does in like. Actually, I'm kind of yapping right now, but I really like. I don't know. That ability is just kind of like it does really low damage, but it does give him invisibility, which is actually pretty good. So, I think I will put him above Slasher. I think I like him more than Guest. And I think he is better than 1X, but I don't think he's A tier. I think he's overpowered in the right hands, but in my hands, he's useless because I seriously barely know how to use him. He's good though. But don't leave yet. I haven't finished. We have these guys left. And, Alright, cool. If you enjoyed this video... Okay, I'll give an explanation. John Doe has a really slow M1. Noli has a lot more range. I think it's the slowest M1, but I feel like that can also be good for you at the same time, because you can try to hit it one direction and then completely curve it to the other one where they're probably going to dodge. So I'd say it's more useful than John Doe's, because you can't do that as much. And also, most of his abilities are just, in my opinion, better. His ranged ability... John Doe's ranged ability is barely a ranged ability, in my opinion. Because I wouldn't, like, suggest ever using Corrupt Energy in a chase. It's not a good idea. But I just feel like Noli has more movement. He has, like... He's more agile. He's more, like, unpredictable. So I would say Noli does take this easily. Wow, the most hyped killer for an update gets, like, God tier. I love Noli. He's super fun to use. The only thing is that, I don't know. It's just that, I don't know. I guess the only problem I'd say I have with him is that I guess, like, his M1, which kind of absolutely destroys my claim. I still think Noli's a little better than John Doe, though. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, or if you absolutely hated this video, I don't know, tell me why you didn't like it. Tell me why you think I should put Nos or Sixer higher. If you don't like where 1X or Slasher stands, then you can tell me that why. If you think John Doe should have been God, you can also tell me why. But I think that Noli's passive is much more helpful than John Doe's passive. And I think these killers are around about the same level. I don't think Slasher is near the worst, but I don't think he's that much worse than Sixer. But he's not bad. None of these killers are bad. I'm like, as you can see, I put these, like, in the Survivor tier list. I put, like, a lot of, like, they were spread out. Here, like, I can't really put them into F tier. So, like, none of these killers are bad. None of them. If you use these killers, you probably are really good with them. But none of them are bad. But there are better ones to use. So, yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, for some reason, you could have watched any other video. I'm very thankful that you watched it to the end. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.